The wait is finally over for this $21 billion addressable market because this stock has been FDA cleared. Yes, everyone, it's been FDA cleared. This is one of my absolute favorite stocks that is disrupting the X-ray imaging market globally. So stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it and how this could affect the stock price on Monday coming up. Hi everyone, Supergirl Investor here to save the world and make you wealthy. I am so excited. I'm literally bouncing off of my chair right now because there has been an FDA clearance that just happened yesterday. So we are going to talk about this company, talk about why it's disrupting the X-ray imaging world and how it got FDA approved, what was the sell-off that happened a while ago, but it shouldn't be happening anymore. And yes, this is a major catalyst that hasn't showed up in the stock price yet. Of course, before we talk about anything, please leave a like so I know that you liked this content and would like to hear more about stocks, my high growth stocks, and stock tips. And leave a comment below letting me know what stock you would like to learn about next. So this is ticker symbol NNOX. Nano-X has a game-changing technology, a novel digital X-ray source replacing an analog X-ray that has been used for over 100 years, enables significant cost reduction. This is a disruptive business model, executed contracts for over 5,000 units pending regulatory approvals. Nano-X aims to build a global infrastructure for medical imaging, and this lowers the cost as well. Now, there's some upcoming milestones which we will talk about. We are targeting several near-term value catalysts such as FDA approval and commercialization. So commercialization will be the next step, but we have to talk about this news because this is big. This should be sending the stock price soaring on Monday. So do whatever you have to do. Get in your 12 cups of coffee at 4 a.m. because this should be skyrocketing due to the FDA approval. So it's basically imaging for early detection in preventative healthcare. And actually 2/3 of the world's population have no access to medical imaging. So what they're doing is disrupting this space. They want it accessible to everyone. Basically, the high cost of imaging systems is from the analog X-ray source, and it requires extremely high voltage, complex mechanics, and special cooling to produce the electrons needed for X-ray emission. It's actually $150,000 for these old instruments, and Nano-X is trying to disrupt that and make it much more cost effective. Their product is silicone-based, low voltage, and nanoscale cold cathode. They're expecting this to cost $100. Talk about a huge cost decrease when it hits mass production. So that's from $150,000 per instrument to $100. That's incredible. Think of it like those huge old big bulky computers that only companies from the S&P 500 were able to buy about 10 years ago, and those were so expensive. And now we have these Mac laptops that we can use that are around $500. It's exactly like that. Of course, the TAM, or total addressable market, is $21 billion for global medical imaging. And this is from a shift from the old to the new model. We do not compete over market share, we expand the total market. So they're saying they have a really great moat and there's not many competitors. They're trying to expand the space instead of having competitors. We sell medical imaging availability. We expect to provide systems to market segments existing X-ray vendors don't target. We target urgent care units, outpatient clinic, countries with limited medical imaging availability like India, China, Africa. We believe the CapEx market of hospitals, medical centers, and clinics will migrate to an OpEx service-based model over time. Nano-X is pioneering this model today. So they have a very valuable plan. This is what I love to see, is the recurring revenue. That's what Adobe's doing right now with their subscription-based models are a very high level tier for investors. So they have a minimum annual service fee per year, and they also have a pay per scan, which they get $14 and it costs $40 per scan. So they're basically taking this highly disruptive and high growth format of service model and putting it into medical imaging. So it's going to be a huge disruptor. Let's go over the news because they just got FDA cleared. Now, as you may recall from about a month ago, it really sold off because the FDA asked for more information. We weren't sure if it was going to be FDA approved or not, but here is the meat. Nano-X announces FDA clearance of 510K for single source Nano-X Arc digital X-ray. Obtaining 510K clearance from the FDA for our single source is a significant step forward along our US regulatory pathway. We remain on track to commence system shipments in the fourth quarter of 2021 and the first quarter of 2022, with the goal of finalizing deployment of the initial 15,000 Nano-X Arc systems by the end of 2024. We believe we are well positioned to achieve our goal of democratizing medical imaging, making it accessible to everyone, and expanding the market to the roughly 2/3 of the world's population who currently have limited or no meaningful access to imaging or the preventative screening that it offers. The company remains on track and expects to submit a 510K application to the FDA for its multi-source Nano-X Arc and the Nano-X Cloud in 2021. If cleared, the multi-source Nano-X Arc will be the company's commercial imaging system that it expects to deploy broadly across the globe. So it's saying that it's on track for everything. Due to the review, they did not lose a lot of ground with that, so they are back on schedule. They're saying that they want to submit for 2 new clearances for the FDA. Now, this is such a juicy stock for 2 reasons, because it has the upcoming catalyst of 2 FDA potential approvals for this to be a global phenomena, and because they're also trying to get an EC, which is the European FDA approval. And also, once they deploy all of their systems, their demand will just increase exponentially due to the reoccurring revenue. So what's going on with this stock? What's going to happen on Monday? What are my thoughts, and what is its valuation? Well, if you look at the stock right now, it's at $41.33. And if you go to tip ranks, it's a moderate buy at $67. So it has a 62% upside, and I'm really hopeful that we do see something very green on Monday due to this FDA approval. Basically, FDA approval is something that's huge. It's a major milestone and a very great catalyst, so I congratulate them. Expect on Monday for the price to skyrocket. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, this is a huge disruptor in my opinion. This is definitely a long-term hold, and I will be long-term holding it for 5 to 10 years while they reach that addressable market. I think it's great that they have a beautiful moat around this and they have a reoccurring revenue system. Plus, imagine how many people can actually be helped through this early protection. They're helping so many people, making it so much more cost-effective. $100 from 150,000. That's huge. So if we can do that, it will really help the world and help save many lives, which that's what we do on this channel. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this company. Let me know if you are going to invest in it. I would caution you to, of course, wait until there's a sell-off, wait until there's a dip. As always, just to be a little bit cautionary when it comes to these high growth, high volatility stocks. As always, comment down below and let me know what stock you would like me to talk about next, and leave a like if you liked this. Thank you so much, Trailerners. Go save the world and be wealthy.